Hi, my name's Alex and I'm captain of the Mayflower, which is my boat. It's a twin-engine 46-foot cruiser. Do I think boating is glamorous? I used to, but the truth is no. It's far less glamorous than it looks if you're doing what I have to do, which is basically look after and maintain the boat by yourself. And the bigger the boat, the more work there is to do. I'm constantly covered in oil and paint and dust normally during the week, but yeah, when the weekend comes and I'm taking people out and I'm captaining the boat, it's fun and it can be glamorous occasionally. Annual stuff that you have to do every year, like lifting the boat out of the water and repainting the hull with anti-fouling paint, servicing the engines and the generator and many other important parts of the boat, and then fixing things that break, because on a boat everything seems to break sooner or later. So I've owned my boat for like 4 years. I feel like I've replaced almost everything on it, apart from the engines and, like, you know, the frame. I have to do loads of fiberglass work, woodwork, electrical work, mechanical work, basically everything. Got a tiny leak on this engine. I don't know where the fuck it's coming from. But you know, if you see that, you think, oh, that engine is that's mucky, it's dirty, that is, it's all rusty. And then every sort of 5 to 10 years, it's a good idea to scrape off all of the paint that you've been putting on layer after layer, and go right back to the gel coat of the boat and then start again with a primer and a new layer. Right, and then there's the engines. They need servicing sort of twice a year, replacing the oil and filters, plus the generator needs annual servicing. All the seawater side needs flushing twice a year. So it's, I can't imagine, it's a few thousand that I spend just on oil, which I buy by the bucket. Let's try. It was probably, I thought was going to go first, but that one's okay. Alright, at least that's been discovered. I look after my engines as best as I can. I know that if they fail, then it will cost a fortune to replace them. They're old, but they're incredibly strong, fully mechanical engines, so they're actually quite easy to look after compared to the modern electronically controlled kind of engines.
Really running out of things to shoot now.
Well, COVID-19 sort of put a dampener on on business this year, as far as I can tell. In the earlier part of the year, before the virus sort of spread globally, a lot of people were thinking this year could be quite a busy year for junk trips. Apparently, when SARS kicked off years ago, junk trips in Sai Kung were booming. Obviously this is very different to SARS. The 4-person rule for gathering in public places does include boats that are anchored. So I suspect the restrictions will stay in place for a long time, and yeah, it will affect my business heavily. I've been around Hong Kong almost my whole life, various places, and I'd only been to Sai Kung a couple of times. I think the third date I ever had with my wife was in Sai Kung. But anyway, we ended up living here about when we moved there from Shanghai in 2015.
Yeah.
And you can see Sai Kung's full of boats, and I was kind of looking for something to do, and the idea of buying a boat and being a boat captain just appealed to me. Put together a little business plan to ask my wife for some money, and lo and behold, she agreed, and then next thing you knew, I bought a boat, and that was the start. Okay, so that's my story. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see how things go with COVID-19. Hopefully I'll see you out on the water soon.